Hi guys, and welcome to another replay. This is the Atlanta in a Tier 7 game, so it doesn't get better than this. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. There are only 2 battleships, so less citadels to worry about, I suppose. But well, this ship has to be one of my favorite ships in the game. I mean, it's a big destroyer, it has a ton of guns, they fire fast, they don't do a ton of damage, but they get the job done. I suppose. It's a destroyer. Can we get him before we get down the island? Yeah. We got a plane. And I actually did hit him. Nice. Okay, so this game should more or less illustrate why islands are your best friends when you play the Atlanta. So I'm moving up to this island and I'm going to hug it like it's the love of my life. While we take shots at whatever we can. We want to get behind there, so I'm going to detect it. So, let's get those gun firing. Almost hit him. Come on. Just sail across there in front of a bunch of people. Need to punish him with that. He's on fire. We got a little bit too far forward, so the island. Well, did shave off a good amount of his health. It's down to 8,000, 7,000 something, I think. Anyways. So, ooh, that guy is not looking too good. Really lost the first ship. So that's not good. That guy is probably going to die soon. So, battleship, come on. Could have started shooting earlier, but I want to see more or less where his nose is before I fly, just to have a good indicator. So, as you can see, the shells do hang up in the air for quite a bit of time, which is not ideal unless you're actually lobbing shells over an island. Anyways, I did find my range here, so I'm starting to hit him reliably. But I am also detected, and I just lost that battleship. Finally, a fire. The fire chance is not great on this ship, I gotta say, but since you have so many guns and they fire so fast, well, you do tend to set a good amount of fire. Also, because it is an Atlanta, American cruiser, your AA is pretty nice. I don't think I have an AA spec because there aren't that many carriers these days, so it seems like a waste. But if you definitely spec it for AA, planes will stay away. Even higher tier carriers will normally not pick you as the first target unless there's nothing else. But yeah. He's burning happily. He will sail behind that island. My aim could be a little bit better, I suppose. Back of the ship. Well, just raining down shells. He detected me there before sailing behind the island, but not too worried. Somebody's using radar, maybe the other Atlanta. But thanks to this island, nobody can really shoot at me. Oh, set another fire. What do you know? So keeping an eye out behind me, so I don't get a surprise. 2 people are aiming their guns at me, but no incoming shells. At least not yet. So that's good, but I don't have anything to shoot at, so I'll try to see if I can lob shells over the island. I don't think I can. He is hucking it well. And he's no longer on fire, but we are up to 35,000 damage. Seems to be going in reverse. And detected again, and enemy destroyer. That is a bad idea. You do not want to get this close to an Atlanta if you're in a destroyer. So, 3,000 damage. So we got some steering, whatever, he repaired. Another 3,000. Another 3,000 and a bit. Come on. 1400, but well. And he's dead. I mean, he was screwed either way. He should have paid attention, because I've been detected several times, so he must have known I was here. If not, it's definitely his own fault. Anyways, there's another one of those overpowered tier 7 premium ships, the Belfast. But I can do something he can't. Shoot! I'm hit. I mean, I'm detected, but I don't think he actually hit me where I am. Nearly 5,000 in that salvo. 2,000 there. It's a little bit off. Let's see. Who knows? It's too far away for me to use radar, so let's do that. Oh dear. That's why I'm detected. Didn't see him. Luckily the battleship has problems with the destroyer, so he's not paying attention to me. If he were paying attention, this might have ended differently. And he got some torpedo issues. Or people are actually aiming at me. Nothing, I think they can actually shoot at me. One of them. I'm trying to get back in cover. So this guy doesn't detect me. Well, he is almost dead. 8,000 left. Come on. Show me a fire. And he is dead, unless he can swing his guns around and take me out. I made it behind the island, but I'm going to make a little bit of a mistake here. Because that guy. And he's firing armor piercing. And that hurt. He shaved off good amount of my health there. That's just a cruiser. I mean, I did get a little bit of payback, but I inched back too far. I should have stayed. The ship wasn't even shooting at me, but well. Seems to be turning his guns now. Destroyer's coming over here. I have to kill this guy. Come on. Need a torpedo. Thank you. And he died. Thankfully. So, let's see. We have only killed 4 of them, and they have killed more than half of us. That's not good. The Atlanta is not really a ship that can carry a game. Not towards the end, at least. I mean, when you sit behind an island and just go daga daga daga, you can definitely do a ton of damage, and yeah, you can do spectacular things like I've basically been doing. But when it comes down to you versus 3 or 4, you're not going to survive that. Here, I'm loading the AP because the Atlanta is coming around, and because of the angles and whatnot, fire when ready! And that was one Citadel, and God knows what else. But he got terminated. So that's nice. And I'm keeping the AP loaded because a cruiser is coming down. I think that's the guy who shaved off most of my health before. So let's try to use the torpedoes. He's out of range, but he is coming this way. And he is angled, so I decided to load the HE. Probably just a 5-1 salvo of armor piercing, but what? So this is going to be a dogfight. I have to speed up because he also has torpedoes, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to take one of those. But he took one of mine. So yeah. 99,000. Detected by planes, people shooting at me. Not ideal. We're down to 3 ships. Dart bombers coming this way? Really? Well, let's shoot down some of those. Let's use defensive fire with unlimited charges. We did get off some, but I think I actually got all of them. So it's going to cause some planes if you try to attack one of these. And by the way, that's the Belfast. Shooting at earlier. And he's not looking too good. Something else is shooting at me, which is a bit unfortunate, but Belfast is almost dead, but so am I. I missed a lot of those shells. And I died. But my last salvo hit him and he also died. So, just a flesh wound. So that means I did 108,000 damage. Got 4 kills. Yeah. And as I wrote in chat, I did my part. I think I did. Not my fault we lost. But you just can't do that much at this point in the game. You don't have the health, you have paper thin armor, and yeah. So, we only have a carry left, and yep, we lost this one. Even though I had a really nice game, I think. So the results was killed by the Fiji. Was it a Fiji and not a Belfast? Well, that explains why he was shooting AP and not AG. Anyways, my bad. 356,000 on a defeat, that's pretty nice. 2200 experience, also on defeat. Probably some multiply in there, but still pretty neat. 343 shell hits, not my record or anything or spectacular, but still pretty nice. Shut down 13 planes, 1 torpedo hit, 4 kills, 9 fires, 1 flooding, got 1 citadel hit on the other Atlanta. So, pretty solid game, I would say. And if we look at the two teams, I came in first, 1425 base experience, 600 more than number 2, and almost triple of number 3. Yeah. Even if I'd been on the other team, I would have finished second with this amount. So I'm not really sure what to make of this. Other than I guess I didn't carry hard enough. Should have done so much more. But wasn't to be. And finally the damage done here. Let's see, 69,000 direct damage with HE, 7,000 with armor piercing, didn't really use that much. 5,800 with a torpedo there. People sometimes forget the Atlanta comes with torpedoes. We don't get to use them very often because 4.5 kilometers range, you don't really want to be that close to other people, but they do come in handy from time to time. And 26, nearly 27,000 damage from fires, and I moused over the Fuso on the other team, the battleship that I was shooting at quite a bit, and that guy took 25,000 damage from fire. I must have been lucky with my fires because he didn't put them out. But anyways, I wish this could have ended a bit better, but no, wasn't to be. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Would have liked to win, but can't win them all. So until next time, bye bye.